Grew up with shadows, never saw the light. Fighting through the darkness, no end in sight. Tears on my pillow, but I kept it inside. Mama was broken, Daddy left with pride. Cracks in the walls, they whispered my name. Hard childhood, but I made it through. Fighting for love when no one knew. Bruises and scars, they told my story, but now I rise from the shadows, claiming my glory.
I remember cold nights, Peter broke, but you helped me. No food in the fridge, but you still tried to feed me. You was barely 30, with the world on your spine, raising a wild child. While you battled your own mind, I've seen tears in your eyes when you thought I ain't looking. Heard you praying to God while the pot stayed cooking. You ain't complained, just adjusted your crown. Even when life kicked you, you never stayed down. Welfare lines, dirty shoes, no man to assist, but you gave me strength with every hug and a kiss. I didn't get it then, I was mad acting out. Now I look back with nothing but guilt and doubt. Why make it harder when the world already did? Why I raise my voice when you raised the king from a kid? Mama, I'm sorry for every time I ain't listened. You gave me a light, even when yours was missing.
Hard childhood, but I made it through. Fighting for love when no one knew. Bruises and scars, they told my story, but now I rise from the shadows, claiming my glory. I was lost, but I found my way, turning the hurt into strength. Every day they tried to break me, but I stood tall. Hard childhood, but I rise from it all.
You worked double shifts while I ran through the streets, trying to keep me alive while you barely got sleep. I thought you was strict, but now I know it was love, trying to keep your baby from the system or it's slow. You hit your pain deep, but I felt it in the air, like the way your hand shook when you braided my hair. You were both mother and father, no help from the state, so you became a warrior, shaped by faith. I remember Christmas with nothing but your smile, acting like we rich. Even broke all the while, you turned nothing to magic. Third floor to a throne, made a broken house feel like a holy home. Now I walk with your struggle stitched to my soul. Every rhyme I write, I remember your rose. You ain't get flowers, no medals, no praise, but you the realest queen I've seen in all my days.
Hard childhood, but I made it through. Fighting for love when no one knew. Bruises and scars, they told my story, but now I rise from the shadows, claiming my glory. I was lost, but I found my way, turning the hurt into strength. Every day they tried to break me, but I stood tall. Hard childhood, but I rise from it all.
I was just a kid, couldn't see the truth then. Now I'm grown, trying to raise my own with a pen. And I see you in me, the strength to fight, the way you carried hope through the darkest night. You taught me how to speak, how to never kneel, how to bleed and still walk, how to hurt and still heal. You ain't need the world, you built your own pride even when life gave you nothing. You never let it slide, now I'm passing on the fire. You gave me the key, telling my seeds how their grandma was deep. You was poetry, emotion, pain wrapped in grace, and I carry you with me in every place. If I ever make it, mama, know it should win. You the reason I could fight, and when the light grew dim, I ain't forget a thing, not one single scene. You my first love, my strength, my queen.
Hard childhood, but I made it through. Fighting for love when no one knew. Bruises and scars, they told my story, but now I rise from the shadows, claiming my glory. I was lost, but I found my way, turning the hurt into strength. Every day they tried to break me, but I stood tall. Hard childhood, but I rise from it all.